Hi, how are you? I hope you're keeping well. I was just looking through some new beauty launches and I feel like it's such a lovely time for new things at the moment. And when I was going through a few things I wanted to show you, a lot of them are from like fellow creators or people from beauty that you'll know and love. And so I just wanted to kind of go, oh my gosh, isn't it lovely that all these things have come about at once? And then to be honest with you, I've just been like gasping to have a bit of a chat because basically this month I haven't really been able to make as many videos as usual because I've been really busy with offline work. And then like this week I'm going to Glastonbury on Thursday. I'm really excited, but because of that I'm trying to get loads of other work done before I go. One of the things, actually, I filmed this look. I might take some of the footage and just put it together tonight, I'll see. But like for It Cosmetics, we film videos for the It page, but we film them a month out. So like I'm trying to finish all the July videos before I go away this month. But yeah, I was just really conscious. I feel like I haven't had a chat with you, and rather than overthink or carve out the time to, because I was thinking in my head, oh, I need to do a rosacea video, I need to do this, that, the other. I don't want to do something like that that isn't really properly thought out, but I do feel like I've got bits to chat to you about. So I know this is a bit of a random show and tell that I would never usually do, but I think you'll understand it's like there's loads of things I want to celebrate with you. So let's start with, first of all, there seems to be loads of lovely creator-led launches that I thought we could get into. And the first one I'm going to show you is Hannah Martin's Hildun collection. Now, I'm sure Hannah needs no introduction to you, but one thing I am always conscious of is like, if you follow different beauty people, you see what goes on Instagram, but like, if you knew, you could just ring Hannah with anything and she'd listen and have an answer, or like just, I wish I could convey like how lovely she is. But anyway, Hannah has done, I haven't even had a play with these yet. That's how up the walls I've been the past few weeks. Hannah has done a little collection with Hildun Beauty, lovely Irish beauty brand. And basically something I think she's really great at, Hannah, is she lovely, I can't even speak. I've been in and out of spreadsheets and all sorts today. She's really good at making everyone look like this lovely sultry version of themselves that's really feminine and really pretty, but also in a way that it doesn't look like loads of makeup. You can't really see where one colour ends and another one starts. There's no harsh lines. It's all just really effortlessly blended and beautiful. And when I saw these, I thought that is just Hannah to a T. She has also created, she has her own shade of the Hildun liners, which are beautiful. And then this is really interesting, and I've seen her use this on videos on herself. She did a TikTok of herself mixing this into Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It's like a bronzing gel. I used this the other day actually under my foundation. I basically put it all over and then put my CC cream on top. Now that's a whole pump on like the side of my hand, so let me just push that down my arm a bit. It's really designed to give you kind of a buttery shimmery glow. See how it's blended out now into nothing? It looks really healthy and fresh, but Hannah was saying you could use it under your makeup or on its own or mixed in to just, especially this time of year, give a little bit of luminosity. So I will have a proper play with all of that, but I'm just always really proud of Hannah whenever she has something come out. I have in my like beauty room, I keep things. I'm really sentimental with beauty things, and I have things from when I was first an intern. I have keepsake things like limited matte collections, things like that, and I have everything Hannah's ever done. It's like a little shrine to her, but I always keep my Hannah things. So yeah, I'm excited to have a proper play with that. Now the next one, another super exciting one. I've just taken the cover off, so I'll show you these. Fleur has done a cult beauty box. Fleur, again, one of the loveliest people you would ever wish to spend time with. What I thought was really lovely, like, you're not going to be new to beauty boxes. So many people do them. They're a lovely way to try lots of different things at less of a cost. And sometimes to just generally treat yourself, or possibly try things that you wouldn't have ordinarily bought, or maybe you wouldn't stretch to full price. I'm trying to take the lid off this without knocking the phone, so please excuse me. But basically what I loved about this edit is it feels like the best of nostalgic YouTube with some new, more exciting ones. So like when I saw this L'Occitane shower oil, I mean, are we back in 2014 or what? Don't get me wrong, that is like a cult classic and always has been, but I feel like that would have been one of the things, you know, when we were in the days of an actual blog post and everyone had a nice camera and you'd be scrolling through and that would have been in their bathroom. Amazing. Again, same goes for Elasticizer, Philip Kingsley. Why isn't that in focus? There we go. Now, if you haven't tried this before, it's a really great pre-shampoo treatment before shampooing. I remember when I was an intern, this was like the big thing, and Newbie told me to sleep in mine, and obviously anything Newbie told me to do, I still have my notebook. I would write down everything Newbie said and follow it religiously, and still would to this day. This is a treatment that was originally made for Audrey Hepburn, and basically it's a really lovely hair softening treatment. But again, the glory YouTube days, that would have been a big one. Like I say, this is the thing with the internet, you know, someone in the comments is going to go, but I've been using that for loads of years. I know it's super popular and an icon in its own right, but just for the purpose of this being Fleur's box, that's what I'm getting at. So delighted to see this in here, a Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. If you haven't tried the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, I know there are loads of cleansing balms available, and there are certainly some that would cost less money or have slightly different consistencies. This is a classic for really good reason. It is one of my favourite, most used products. I always have this size in my travel bag, and I am not joking. I used the dregs of my last one at Primavera, and I kept the part thinking I'll just scoop some out of my big one upstairs into the travel part, and now I have this one. Absolutely fab. Benefit mascara, again, kind of timeless, definitely would have been in the YouTuber days, but still to this day. And then you've got some like modern classics. So we've got an Ole Henriksen peptide lip treatment. Not tried that, excited to try. You know me, my lips are always really dry, love anything like that. We have the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. Sorry, that's Laura Capon interrupting me there. She got me all riled up because we were texting a minute ago and I was saying I really want to try the Harry Styles fragrance because she put a thing up about it the other day. Like, Laura is probably one of the main people that influences me to get stuff, but then that reminded me I had a fragrance to show you, and she kind of snowballed this whole thing, so thank you, Laura. A lovely the Beija Flor, I want to say the Bum Bum cream, but it's not. It's the Sol de Janeiro, like body butter. Do you know something? What have I pressed now? There we go. I'm on the front camera today so I can see and show you. You know, with Sol de Janeiro, I feel like there we go, we're back in focus. I feel like with Sol de Janeiro, they're so popular that sometimes with brands like that, I'm like, is this really warranted? Like, is it a bit of a TikTok viral thing, or are they that good? And in the last couple of months, I have become massively like a body care convert. Never would have been bothered. I mean, I always do my body tan, so I will moisturize before that. But like, I'm not super into body care, to be honest. I'm just a bit lazy with it. Then I found myself on Black Girl Shower Talk, which consists of lots of women of colour sharing their shower routine and different things. Like, for example, I saw loads of videos about using an African shower net. I now have an African shower net. And basically it set me on this whole body care journey. and I'm obsessed with my, obsessed, that's so embarrassing, like what a classic like thing to say, but genuinely I have become completely like indoctrinated now to having a full body routine. So I use all my Beija Flor stuff. I've got the body mist that I love, the body oil, this, because the original Bum Bum cream, the smell is a bit too rich for me. I do really like the smell, but I couldn't wear it day to day, whereas the pink one, not only is it lovely on its own, but some of my most worn fragrances, like the one I probably have worn the most in the last little while, is my Granado Esplendor, which is this kind of like sweet little bit of amber. It's quite, what is the word I'm looking for? It's sweet with a little bit of a kick, kind of warm, golden kind of smell. That layers perfectly with it. Ginge will find that later on. That'll come screaming out from under the couch before I know it. So basically all of this to say, fantastic box from Fleur. There's also a leaflet in here that you can get a discount at Raven James, which is her jewellery brand, and I have some Raven James pieces and they are absolutely beautiful. They're very, like, don't get me wrong, they're an investment, but they look really elegant and you can really see that they're that bit more elevated. They're beautiful. How are we doing for time? 11 minutes, not too bad. This I'm really excited to have a read of. I'm not going to have time before I go away, so I will pick this up when I come back. Caroline has made a teen skincare book. So if you haven't already read Caroline Hirons' skincare book, I would really, really recommend it. Obviously, she's a fountain of knowledge when it comes to skincare, but she's really made it not only like easy to digest and fun, but really easily laid out, that like if you were just having a bit of a quibble with your skin one day, you can just go to the bit that you need, get a bit of quick advice and guidance and move swiftly on. So really, really well done. And I'm really excited to have a look at the teen skincare one. I wrote a feature, I think it was last January. I don't think it was this January. Maybe it was. It was when did the Sephora Teens thing kind of really blow up on TikTok? Anyway, it was one of the Januaries, and I had to get quotes from different experts about what their take was and what did they think, and Caroline was one of the people I spoke to. And I remember her saying, I'm paraphrasing now because it was ages ago, but the gist of what she said was like, no one ever moans when young boys want to play a video game that's expensive, but God forbid a young girl wants to invest a bit more in her skincare and everyone's up in arms, which I thought was very true. But she also said, like, ultimately, come on now, let's strip it back. There are lots of things being used that don't need to be used, that are costing money that doesn't need to be spent, and I think that's what it comes down to. But I'm very much looking forward to having a read, and I think with things like this, like, it won't just be teenagers that benefits from that, parents will benefit from it, and skincare advice is skincare advice at the end of the day. So even if you wanted to get something for someone younger in your life, what a lovely one to do. Lisa's candle is over here, so just bear with me. Now, this is Lisa Potter Dixon's Filthy Rose, a gorgeous, really heady candle. I, being called Rose, always am on the receiving end of rose things, and it's lovely and thoughtful, but like, I'm all rosed out. I've tried every single rose thing you can imagine. This genuinely smells so different and lovely to any other rose thing I've smelled. And you know what's really interesting? I haven't even lit this yet. It's been sat in the living room for a couple of weeks now. I keep coming in here and it took me a few days. I was thinking, what have I sprayed? Like, something smells lovely, but I don't think I've got a perfume that smells like this. And it's this candle. I can't believe the smell that has come off it without it even being lit. If you wanted something lovely to fragrance your home, you could genuinely just put this in the living room, and I can't tell you, like, the power in it. I think the jar is absolutely gorgeous. I keep all my candle jars. So to my right here, I've got like eyeliners in candle jars, lip liners, mascara, all my little bits like that. This is the kind of thing you could repurpose. It's a really heady smell. There was this little slip that came with it that basically painted this kind of like 70s disco feel, where you're on the dance floor and there's like cigarette smoke everywhere and someone's come in and she's wearing her perfume. It really is a very, very beautiful candle. I remember when this first came out, Alistair Park had done a video about it and I just thought, oh, it smells amazing. But do you know what, to be honest with you, just being really truthful, when someone you know and love launches something, of course you're going to have like a separate set of eyes on it where you just want to support them and, you know, you want to celebrate them. Genuinely, if I had never met Lisa in my life and I smelt that candle, it's absolutely gorgeous and I would happily get that. It really, really is very, very powerful, and I love candles, so I've always got a few on the go. I just think it's great. Came with its own matches, which I thought was a lovely touch, and a beautiful little pouch. So, you know, if it was a gift for someone or something like that, it's just nice to see these extra things, isn't it? Now, this one is incredibly sweet and I haven't like worn it on my skin yet, but I just love it. And this summer, oh look who's here. I was talking to him a minute ago. He's a very good boy. He's a bit clingy with my dad at the moment, which is really cute, but I can hear that dad's just come in, so he's like, where is my friend? We've been in the garden all day. This is the Juicebox Sisters Before Misters fragrance. This has been inspired by the Spice Girls. Look at the lid, this gorgeous record. Now I'm going to show you this one. I want to be more articulate with this another time, but I basically just wanted to give you a top line because I got excited. This has been inspired by the Spice Girls and like 90s nostalgia, pop princess, like explosion of girl power and general like fun girly things. It's a really overwhelmingly sweet fragrance, but because it's Juicebox, it's not like little girl juicy. It has a kick to it and an edge. It's definitely something that is for the ladies, but like very nostalgic and throws you back. You know how there was something quite like piercing and jarring about the Spice Girls in the best possible way? Like they just did not blend in, and that was the whole point of them. They were outrageous and just something completely like you hadn't seen before. I feel like this is a really lovely, quite jarring smell that like if someone walked past you and they had this on, it's gonna distract you and just shake you out of it. But like as a little pop princess smell, love it. I just think the bottle is so lovely. I love the 5 little sets of knickers. And like, I just love that we can look at it and know exactly whose knickers they are. And we all miss the Spice Girls, don't we? So again, very inarticulate chat through with that one, but I was just too excited not to show you. So have I shown all of our, this was another like creator-led one that is actually so good to know for the summer and will definitely be in videos, but I just thought I would explain why I love these so much. So there are new shades in the Half Magic Eyelectric mascara. Now this is, I've completely gone Urchin, the black version of this mascara. I've gone through several of these since I tried it. What I love about the Half Magic mascaras is they are tubing. So let's say, for example, tubing mascara on one hand is always great, in particular at this time of year, because tubing mascara doesn't smudge or press above or below your lashes. It coats the lashes in a rubbery polymer rather than an ink. So it means that when that comes to remove, it kind of crumbles away and it won't smudge through the day. So let's say on a hot day like today, or a day when you've got loads of SPF on, or you know, anything like that, it's just going to help to prevent anything moving around. However, Half Magic being Half Magic, the queens of colour and glitter, they have now 2 new coloured versions, And if you tried any of the previous coloured versions, something I think that makes them really unique, not only is it quite rare to have a coloured mascara that is tubing, so already we are in completely new territory, because how nice to have a coloured mascara that's not going to smudge. But you'll notice with both of these, they actually use pearl pigments in the mascaras. And what that means is, if you think of like when you put a coloured eyeshadow on and you put it on a white base, it shows up that bit more boldly. Because they put pearl in these, you can really see the colour. How many times have you got a coloured mascara home and you try it on and you're like, my lashes still look black, but maybe like they catch the light a bit and there's a bit of colour on them? These, you really see the colour when you apply them. I've used this lovely violet one. I haven't tried the brown yet. The black I know and love. But the other two, there's a teal and a purple, you're going to love. Let me just double check. So the new shades are called New Bombshell. A New Bombshell has entered the villa. New Bombshell and Gorgeous. There we go. So definitely would recommend those. The reason I've put them in the lineup of like all the great people, Half Magic is Donny Davies' brand with A24, and she is the makeup artist head of department on Euphoria, which they're filming at the moment. I cannot wait for the new series. But so Donny again is always trying to make it so that we can recreate those lovely Euphoria makeups at home easily. And these are the perfect way to help you do that. So a few other things of note that I just thought I would share. I haven't tried this yet, but just bringing it to our attention. There is a new cleanser from the Inky List. I cannot wait to get into this. Hydrating cream to milk cleanser, and it's described as a daily cleanser to gently remove makeup and impurities. This, to my knowledge, is the first cream cleanser that the Inky List have done, and I'm a huge advocate for using a cream if you've got redness or sensitivity. I put a video up yesterday for the rosacea crew. Again, painfully aware I haven't been chatting to you. This will all be coming in the fullness of time. This could be a really nice affordable option for us, the redness crew. So let me try that and I will share some thoughts, but wanted to flag another one that we need to discuss, because I really think these are absolutely fantastic actually, are the new Charlotte Tilbury cream blushes. I worked at Selfridges when Charlotte Tilbury first launched, and I was with the Charlotte Tilbury team all the time. I love Charlotte Tilbury as a lady. The brand is absolutely great. But I'll be honest, in the early days, that kind of core range, it reminds me of like Core Mac or something like that. Like they were the things I really loved, and they're the things that I reach for the most often. And so some of the newer launches, as much as I love them, I'm always like, I'll still always go back to like my heritage Charlotte Tilbury things. These for me are one of her best new launches in years. They are so pigmented. Which one? Let me just show you a bit of rosy glow. This is the one I've been wearing the most over the last few weeks, and I just love the application. I love how easily it goes on. They blend out really easily. They're really great. Blusher is definitely a category that everyone seems to be launching a new product in, and it is so competitive, and it takes a lot for a blusher to stand out, but like so gorgeous. If you're a CC cream wearer, this with your CC cream, absolutely impeccable. 10 out of 10, you're gonna love it. Speaking of CC cream, just while I'm in my cosmetics zone, we have now got Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost. I bought this in, when did I go to Salem? February this year, because I was so excited to try it. This is basically our newest It Cosmetics moisturiser, and it's a really simple, plain formula that is for the very sensitive skins. If you know It Cosmetics, you'll know that one of the things they really love to do as a brand is make your routine really simple and easy. And so lots of the other skincare ranges have lots of actives in them to be like a one-stop shop for everything you might need. But if you're super sensitive some of those actives might be a bit too rich for you, whereas Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost is like perfect for the likes of me, super sensitive, needs hydration, needs a bit of barrier repair, but doesn't want anything too active elsewhere. Is that about it? The one last thing that I can see next to me, and I haven't got the things I would love to show you. Basically, Swede have gone into M&S as an FYI. They have the most gorgeous lip thing that I've been using day in and out, which is in my bag, is why it's not here. What I'll do though is, what I'm hoping to do before I go to Glastonbury, I'm going to talk you through everything I'm going to pack, because I'm going to have to go super capsule with that because all of this is going on my back. Like, I'm not a light packer, and I think when you've got rosacea or a skin concern or anything, you're probably not a light packer. I keep seeing all this stuff that's like, oh, you're not really there for the music if you're doing all that. Yes, I am. Like, I'm allowed to put some makeup on and like music at the same time. Funnily enough, both of those concepts can work in harmony together. So just to drive all of those people demented, I will do us a run through of what I'm going to pack, and that lip thing will be in there. Was that everything I was going to show you? I think so. I do. Oh, my Morphe palettes. Hang on. No, we have to do the Morphe palettes. Right. One more thing. I feel like it's been ages since I gravitated towards an eyeshadow palette. Like, I'm so used to using my creamy sticks. I've got my creamy sticks on today. I've just not been in a palette kind of place. These palettes from Morphe are one of the nicest launches I have seen in years. I've had a little play with quite a few of them. Basically, there are loads of lovely colour stories, mixture of mattes, maybe some like colour shifts, shimmers, the most beautiful, beautiful mixes. Let me try and find. They're so, I think I had this one on the other day. They're so quick and easy. They don't cost the earth. Like, don't get me wrong, again, they're an investment, but like, there are far more expensive palettes that I've tried that don't come up as nicely as these. And I just think if you want a few more colours for summer, they're lovely. But in each one, they have like, that's quite a neutral one. This is a bad example. Let me get like, where's my little greeny one? Here we go. In each one, you have all your neutrals that you would need, but then a few little things going on here that you end up just thinking, do you know what? Shall I put that turquoise on? Like, what is stopping me? And it's the perfect time of year for it. If you go into a festival, if you go into the beer garden, if you've like got on jeans and a nice top and you just want to jazz it up a bit, or like, actually, I've been wearing a lot of quite plain stuff. Like, this dress today is just denim. I've been wearing a lot of white t-shirts and jeans, that kind of thing. So sometimes you want a little pop of colour so that you feel like you've put something on to put yourself together. They're gorgeous. They're really, really great. And again, I will show you those in some videos. I was hoping to bring, because I'm going to try and film my makeup every day at Glastonbury. I'll see how I'm doing though for like lighting and stuff, because I don't want to drive all my like campmates mad, do you know? This is all, I'm sure it will be fine, but equally, can you imagine if you've like gone to chill out at a festival and then someone's next to you like constantly putting the phone on to put some bright coloured eyeshadow on? We're going to read the room before we make any promises on that. But they're great, and in the fullness of time I will show you. But as I say, I've just been conscious that like I've been very busy offline and I'm bursting to come on and have a chat. So when I'm back, definitely like general, doing my makeup, chat through, it will be business as usual. Anyway, I hope you're keeping really well. Please let me know as well if there's anything in particular over the summer I can be showing you. Generally for me, I feel like I've been wearing more kind of brightly coloured eyeshadow. I've been wearing a bit less eye makeup and doing my makeup a bit more quickly. Still wearing the same kind of coverage. Generally doing a lot of tan, doing all my body care. But yeah, any topics in particular that we can be doing in the chatty ones, let me know, and I will get back to like usual rosacea videos. There's loads more little musicy ones coming up. Can you please do me a big favour and just still watch them? I know that's probably not why you were originally here, and I appreciate I'm jumping from genre to genre every minute of the day and like showing you all this different stuff. But just to be really honest, I'm trying to do more things that like align with all of my interests, and so I'm dipping a toe in and trying to show you all these other bits. And I know that's probably not what you've signed up to, but I would take it as a really big gesture of like kindness if you would just still have a little look at those too. But anyway, have a lovely evening. If there's anything in particular you're using that you've been liking, please let me know. It's always nice to get new recommendations, isn't it? And I will chat to you soon, and I'll go through any requests and work on them over the next few weeks. All right, have a lovely evening. Take care. Bye. Bye.